Hello friends, it's BivZZa, and today we'll talk about Rush. I'll show you some interesting battles, I'll give you some tips and tricks how to make your Rush successful. And first battle is battle versus individ. We are fighting on medium-sized map, and this is the first point. Rush will not work on huge maps because on those maps your units will need more than 1 minute sometimes just to come to your enemy's base, and it's too long. So usually Rush works only on small or medium-sized maps like this. And of course you need resources to make your Rush successful. That's one of the main points. That's why I fought for this big resources box. I need resources to produce units fast and not allow my opponent to produce defensive buildings and units. And the best moment to attack is attack when your opponent is spent most of his resources on something like upgrading HQ level 4 or upgrading some factories. This will give you some extra time to destroy his units, and he will not be able to build defensive buildings or produce units to protect his base because he wastes all of his resources. And like in this battle, I attacked my opponent while he was upgrading HQ level 4, so he built here just 2 bunkers and I easily destroyed them. I also made a lot of porcupines to destroy his vertexes, so also he is not able to produce infantry because porcupines will easily kill them. My attack from the sea is not successful, as you can see, but my alligators don't allow him to attack my base, and this time my porcupines and grenadiers attacking his base. And this attack is, I think, successful. As you can see, he fell back, he lost his barracks, he lost his units. And here is my Jaguar. My Hawks also helped me. Now he built 4 barracks, and I'm not sure if that was a good decision because my porcupine's still alive and they will destroy all of his infantries. So now, as you can see, my rush is very successful. I can destroy most of his base, and I have a lot, maybe not a lot, but enough resources to produce more and more units. And as you can see, he lost his Zeus, he lost also his infantries. Finally he's trying to build something there. I think he not had a free place to build construction yard. Finally he decided to build it, and he's trying to build barracks and defensive buildings on his base, but his base now is losing. So this rush I think is successful because my attack was ready just after he started to upgrading his HQ. He spent all of his resources, and my units, I had all of type of the units. He couldn't use aviation because I had porcupines. He also couldn't use infantries because I had porcupines, and my Jaguars and Grenadiers attacked his Zeus. So my army was ready to meet all of types of his units, including his sea units. Now I'm just producing Maul to finally kill him because he is still fighting, but I don't think he had a chance there. So this battle was already finished. And that's, I think that's all. At this minute he had no any chances, and this battle was finished for him. And now I will show you another battle, and this battle will be completely different, but still interesting, I think. So let's go. Here you can see that my opponent is CAPP MIXEN, and this is small map, really small. That means that Rush is very good choice on this map. After collecting resources, I started to producing grenadiers and infantries and coyotes to take a big container, and my opponent is producing hammers and infantry. My units already stay on the big box, and I decided to move my grenadiers to the forest. This will decrease my opponent's unit's accuracy and allow my grenadiers to fight more effective. I lost most of my units, but still I destroyed few of his hammers, I destroyed his infantry, and I took at least 2 containers. Right now, 3rd container was taken by my opponent, but I had enough resources, and at this point I decided to rush him. Sometimes rush is not used to destroy your opponent, but at least to make him to produce some units which he would not produce in another way, to make him lost more resources, to waste some resources on unnecessary units. And in this case I destroyed his rocket tower, and I saw that he's going to produce hammers, he's going to produce infantry, so my grenadiers will not be able to fight with him. I'm scouting his base, and I see that he's going to produce Zeus and Torrent, and that's why I decided to produce aviation. He just built his anti-air tower, but it's not enough to fight with a lot of aviation. And the main point is to not allow him to scout my base. As you can see, his infantry is going to scout it now, and here I have 2 avia factory. If he would see them, my rush would not work. But it looks like he didn't scout them, and my scout is showing that he'll not change his tactic. He is going just to produce some land units. I also show him that I produced Jaguars. He knows that I made a lot of grenadiers, so he's not ready to fight with my aviation. And in this case, rush will work very well, because my opponents don't know nothing about my tactic, about units which I will produce. I showed him that I'm going to produce grenadiers and Jaguars, but I produced aviation. I made hawks, I made dragonflies, and he can't do nothing in this case. As you can see, there are a lot of hammers, Zeus and torrents, but he can't do nothing there. He's going to produce some typhoons, but it's too late. It's too late, and I'm destroying his special vehicles factories, I'm destroying his units and his base. That's a good and very effective way to rush your opponent. You should make him think that you'll produce one type of units, and you should produce another type of units. Also, do not allow your opponent to scout your base, and in this case your rush will be successful. Well, I hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you for your attention, and good luck.